All right, so today's the day. Where are we going?
To have the baby.
Okay, what hospital?
Winnie Palmer. But I keep calling it Wendy Palmer.
Yeah, Winnie Palmer. And this one's in Orlando. It's not the hospital we plan to go to. It's one that's a little better, or a lot better, and it's further drive though. The hospital we were going to is 30 minutes. This one's about an hour.
Yeah. Well, what happened when, it depends on whenever he posts the videos. The night before, we went and they sent us home. And then this morning at like 7:45, my doctor called and was like, hey, we're gonna do this today. So now we're about to go and do it today. So yeah.
Let's go.
5 hours and 45 minutes later, reporting from Winnie Palmer. I'm just like, so they're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do a C-section. Basically, what they shared was we did an ultrasound. I'm still on the monitor, as you can see, but the fluid in my sac, that amniotic fluid, it's even lower than it was before, and it's kind of like the placenta is failing. So sometime either tonight or tomorrow morning, baby's gonna come out. But they call me drinking water, and I can't drink any water, and I'm thirsty now. So yeah, but we got here around 1:15. It is currently 6:59. So here we are. Yep. Just waiting now. How you feel, babe? You excited?
Yeah, I feel good. I'm excited. I have a monotone voice, y'all, so this is my excited voice, my mad voice, my anxious voice, my frustrated voice.
Everything.
This is my, yeah, but no. I'm excited, and I'm just excited about 38 weeks, so.
Yeah. Well, and the other part, we were just talking last night around how we don't want to have to do this every single day, like come to the doctor and do this. We've done this, what, 4 times this week? Yeah. So it's like a cycle, but hey, we'll meet Pharaoh soon.
What do you think about the hospital, the facilities, and the nurse?
Oh, the nurse
so
is
far?
Great. She's so nice, but of course, which I haven't seen, is the like chatty Cathy side of me, and I'm really friendly. So she and I hit it off and we're just talking. But she's really nice and thorough, which I appreciate. But the hospital was crazy busy today, so.
Yeah, the thing went off. Oh, there it goes, there it goes.
'Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Congratulations, boy. Shiny little nugget.
Look at that. He's so little.
Lots of hair. Look at all that hair.
I'm getting the wedge out, Doc.
All right, thank you.
He's mad.
What a cutie. He's like, I'm cold out here. Don't you want to give him a little kiss? Kisses. You want to touch him, Daddy?
He's so little. Look at little. Aww. He's like, I'm gonna go back inside.
I know. I'm so warm. Okay, all right. We'll be back, Mom.
Oh, it's like a little baby.
Just hold on. He likes me crying now. You got all cute. There you go. 5 pounds and 2 ounces. 23.30.
All right, guys. Well, today we are at almost exactly 36 hours. In like 20 minutes, it'll be 36 hours since little Pharaoh came out. But the last time that we were filming was when they let us know about our, what's it called? The placenta was starting to fail. So then they were gonna do the C-section that night, and it was hours later, but not in a bad way. We got to the back, and eventually it was what, 11, like around 11ish.
It was like 6 hours, so in a bad way, but yeah.
No, I mean from when we first got to the back, it was like 11. That part wasn't bad because we took him out at 1:39. No, it wasn't. It was 10.
Yeah.
Whatever.
We probably officially got into that room. We were probably in that room for about 6 hours.
The first room.
Yes, the room where she got an actual bed. We were in there for almost 6 hours before the
before we went in
C-section
for
actually took
delivery.
place. Right.
Because there were two different ones. It was the first one in triage, and then they took us back to labor and delivery later. But it all felt like it blurred together, but it was a long time because we got there at 1 and we didn't take him out until 1:39 a.m. But during the prep portion, we had really great nurses. They were super nice. And then even when we went to the back, at one point we were prepped, like ready to go. And on the little, like everything ready to go to do the C-section, but someone next to us needed to go. It was a little more urgent for them to go. So then they were like, hey, well, psych, go back in there. So we moseyed on back in. So then took them about 2 hours to finish up that one. So then we went, and during the process we had like funny people in the room with us. So it was fun because they played 90s music, because they all didn't realize I was a 90s baby, but we were singing some songs. And then of course, we started talking about food while they're prepping me, because one of the nurses was from Jamaica, so I was picking her brain, and she liked gumbo, so I was giving her some recipe tips. So that was fun. And then Neco was able to join me, and it was quick. Like, it didn't take him long to take him out. He came out, he didn't cry as much as the girls, but he cried a little bit. And when he came out, it was 1:39. Initially they measured him, he was 16 inches. And everybody was like, wait, what? Because he didn't know he was 16 inches. And then he was 5 pounds, 2 ounces. But then when they took him to the back to measure him again, he was actually 18 inches. So really 5 pounds, 2 ounces, 18 inches. And now we've been in this space, and it's been going pretty smooth so far. So one of the tests he had to take the first time was his sugar test. He's getting mad. But he failed it, so then they gave him some gel, and then he would go up, and then he would come back down, and then they'll give him more gel. He would go up and then come back down.
And you can only do that one twice, so
yeah.
After he failed it the second time, we had to
an hour.
take another
4 hours.
Yeah.
So we had to be like a little more like, come on, Pharaoh, eat. Because the problem was he would eat, but then he would go to sleep. So he was eating every 2 hours, so then I fed him every hour. And then we supplemented with 10 milliliters of formula to try to give him a little boost. And then he passed the test. So we're like, yes. The good news is it's been over 12 hours now, no, 24 hours, and he hasn't had to have anything. His sugar is maintained. So that's a good thing. And then
all the tests that you may be familiar with, like, of course, they're going to do a physical and essentially a full body check. They're going to check their hearing. Some hospitals check eyesight. This one doesn't really do that. There's certain, everything that they're going to do with the baby, he's passed all of those things, which is amazing news, except for one thing. And what's that?
The heart one. So we have a little picture that Neco will probably insert to kind of explain what it is, but he has more. He went the first time, he failed it, and then he went the second time, he failed it. So they took him this morning at 6 and brought him back at noon, and then we were like, when is he coming back? Because naturally,
he was gone for like 5 hours or
no, 6 hours.
6 hours, yeah.
But luckily they did come in and inform us like, hey, we're doing this, let us know when they're doing an ultrasound to look at the echoes of his heart. But then we're waiting for the cardiologist to look at it and then get back to us with the report. So basically at the bottom 2 chambers of his heart is fine, but then the top, he doesn't have, Nico's gonna put the official name in there, because I don't know off the top of my head, I can't say it, to separate. So it's like red and like blue blood, and it's all going into one when it shouldn't be. But so far it's not impacting his abilities. Just in the future we have to keep an eye on it. We'll go from there. But
yeah, so yeah, without a doubt it's probably been on the screen this whole time, but going to insert an image of what Dr. V, that's what we'll call him, drew for us and explained to us. He did an amazing job. And that's one of the reasons why we were excited to come to this hospital, because they have the facilities and they have the staff to help out, especially in situations like this. So when we think about, and here he is right here getting mad, when we think about little baby Pharaoh with his heart condition, he definitely is going to need an open heart surgery, but the doctor doesn't want to do that before 1 year old. So he made it sound, essentially, if you think of it on a scale of 1 to 10, he put his condition at like a 4 or a 5. Actually, he said it wasn't even halfway. So I guess it would make it like a 3 or a 4, his condition.
Yeah.
So we'll get the surgery, hopefully not before he's 1 year old, and then just go from there. But he will have to have a cardiologist. Did I just make that up? Is that what it's called? A heart doctor? We'll call it a heart doctor.
Yeah, for the rest
For
of
the
his
rest
life.
of his life. But he did tell us that treat him just like we do Egypt and Sahara. Treat him like a normal child. Don't baby him. Don't pacify him, because his heart condition isn't on that spectrum or scale. He gave us a very small list of things to look out for, but he made it sound like we shouldn't be too concerned. But of course, there's going to be follow-up. There's going to be more appointments, and we'll just go from there. But yeah, as Natalie said, we're about 36 hours in to his life, and I would say overall things are going great. And this hospital has been great.
Yeah. And the girls, he's Sahara's baby. So we'll add some clips of that because it's funny. So she's been singing Girl on Fire to him. She loves Alicia Keys. And Egypt is obsessed already. They didn't want to leave last night. And we're like, I gotta go with Nana. Right. They did not want to leave. They wanted to stay.
Yeah. So just a quick update at about 36 hours in, and we'll chronicle all the way through when we leave. All right, y'all, it's the next day, and we are being discharged, which is great because hospitals are expensive. y'all know that. $1,000 aspirins and stuff. But anyways, what is this, 2 days? Because
it's like 2.5 days.
Yeah, 2.5 days. So rather quick. As y'all know, Nat had a C-section, but just like with Sahara, she recovers quickly because she's a superwoman and just gets the job done. She has super healing strengths, y'all. But yeah, we're being discharged. We're about to head to the house. We've packed up everything in the room. Behind me, Natalie has some tiger lilies. That's her favorite flower that we're going to be taking home with us. And we're excited, you know. And I know that Egypt and Sahara are going to be excited when they get home, because all they've been saying is, when can we bring the baby home? When can we bring the baby home? So I know they're going to be excited for that. And yeah, overall, it's been great. It's been great. This hospital, Millie Palmer Hospital in Orlando, Florida, has been amazing. The nurses, the doctors, just everybody. What would you say, Nat?
No, it's been like, they're very patient, but they also let you ask questions, and it'll make you feel stupid. So with everything that we found out yesterday about Pharaoh, even today they came back to check in and say, like, how are you feeling? You can go home if you want to, but there's no pressure to go home today. But they wanted to make sure that we felt good, and if we had any questions, not to be afraid to ask those questions. And I feel good. They even referred a pediatrician that we're able to go see tomorrow for his first appointment. And he didn't have any spots open, but they got us in. So makes me happy. So kind of feel a little at ease with them answering so many questions.
Yeah, he was recommended by one of the pediatricians here in the hospital. And he's not far from where we are. Well, it is kind of far. It's like 40, 50 minutes. But that's in Claremont, Florida, where his doctor's office is. And, you know, with Pharaoh's condition, it's going to be a long path or a long journey, at least, or especially the next year. So we just want to ensure that we have the best pediatrician possible. And it sounds like Dr. Rich is that. So
yeah, I know
can't wait to meet him tomorrow.
We told one of the OBGYNs, and she was like, oh, yes, everyone loves him. So it was multiple people that we spoke to that recommended him. So we'll see. Yeah,
so we're about to hit the button on this remote to get the nurse in here. They're going to bring Nelly a wheelchair, pack us up. Pharaoh did pass the car seat test, I guess. It takes like 2 hours, but he passed, so they're going to help us get everything downstairs. They're going to put the car seat in the SUV for us, and we'll be on our way. So we'll see y'all where we pick you back up at. All right, Mom, we're all packed up. They help us get baby into the car. He's nice and comfy. Mommy's gonna sit in the back with him.
Yes.
How you feeling?
I'm excited. I'm happy that we get to go home.
Happy to go home, yeah. Alrighty, y'all. About to get on the road. Alright, everybody. We made it home. We got unpacked. Put together this bedside, what is it? Or bassinet? Yeah. Bedside bassinet, which is pretty cool. This comes unzipped and it can attach to the side of the bed. So I'm pretty sure we'll be getting a lot of use out of that. I also put together the diaper genie and just cleaned up some things in Pharaoh's room that he's sharing with Sahara for now. Let's see. Mommy was just asleep, but she's up now. You can see that she was pumping. And we have little Pharaoh here. We picked Egypt up from school and she was excited. And she's been holding him for about an hour now. But we're about to go somewhere. Where are we about to go?
Gymnastics.
Gymnastics,
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
Are you gonna do the bar today?
Yeah, I'll try doing handstands. Well, the only problem.
I think he likes it.
We got the head of the class, and we're burning it down. Oh, I think he's moving.
He likes you singing.
He's gonna open his eyes.
I don't know, he's listening.